Giles Montessori and School. This video is about Unit 10, Poem from NBF English Book, 2025 Syllabus. In this video, about poem, we have covered difficult words and meaning including difficult parts of stanzas, explanation of poem stanza-wise, post-reading questions and critical thinking answer. This will help you to prepare for board exam. Meanings by words. Claim, दावा करना, to say something belongs to you. Diverse, मुतनव्वी, showing a lot of differences. Design, the way something is planned or arranged. Nurtured, परवरिश की, took care of and helped grow. Launched, शुरू किया, started or introduced. Features, खुद व खाल, the shape and look of the face. Expressions, तासुरात, the way emotions are shown on the face. Follows, पीछा करता है, stays with or continues. Somehow, किसी ना किसी तरह, in an unclear but certain way. Quickly, तेजी से, in a short amount of time. Stranger, अजनबी, a person you do not know. At arm's length, एक बाजू के फासले पर, at a short distance. Come to a day, एक दिन आना, to reach a certain time. Should, चाहिए, used for giving advice. Meanings of parts of stanza-wise. Mothers I claim, मैं इन माँओं का दावा करता हूँ, declaring as my own mothers. Diverse by design, फितरतन मुख्तलिफ, naturally different. Nurtured, परवरिश की, took care and helped grow. Launched my career, मेरे career का आगाज़ किया, started my professional life. Features I bear, मेरे चेहरे की खसूसियत, facial traits that I have. Facial expressions, चेहरे के तसुरात, emotions shown on the face. Follows me yet, अब भी मेरे साथ है, still remains with me. Examples in life, जिंदगी में मिसालें, life lessons taught by someone. Younger grew, छोटी लगने लगीं, appeared younger over time. We'd laugh, हम हंसते, we used to laugh together. Clouded so, धुंधला गया, became unclear or confused. Would soon go, जल्दी चली जाएगी, would leave or disappear. Quickly she changed, वो जल्दी बदल गई, transformed in a short time. Turned into the other, किसी और में बदल गई, became a different person. Stranger dressed, अजनबी लिबास में, a different person appearing the same. Looked the same, एक जैसी दिखाई दी, appeared unchanged. At arm's length, बाजू की हद तक, a short physical distance away. Was the child, बच्चा बन गई, became dependent like a child. I was her strength, मैं उसकी ताकत बन गया, became her support. We'd come full circle, हम मुकम्मल चक्कर काट चुके ठाए, life had reversed its roles. Women 3, teen खावतिन, the speaker, her mother, and her mother's changed self. Should come to a day, अगर वो दिन आए, if that moment arrives. New mother comes, नई माँ आती है, a changed personality replaces the old. Old goes away, पुरानी चली जाती है, the previous self disappears. Ask of them nothing, उनसे कुछ नहीं मांगूंगा, won't demand anything from them. Didn't do, जो मैंने नहीं किया, something I did not practice myself. Love born, मोहब्बत पैदा हुई, love that naturally exists. Separate women, मुख्तलिफ खावतिन, two distinct individuals. Carried me here, मुझे यहाँ लाई, gave birth and brought up. Set examples, मिसालें कैम कीन, showed lessons through actions. Grew younger, छोटी लगने लगी, seemed younger over time. Turned into another, किसी और में बदल गई, changed into someone unfamiliar. A stranger now, अब अजनबी, no longer the same person. Completely changed, मुकम्मल तौर पर बदल गई, fully transformed. Roles reversed, किरदार बदल गए, shifted responsibilities. Childlike dependence, बच्चे जैसी इन्हिसरियत, acting as a child needing help. Unbreakable bond, ना टूटने वाला रिश्ता, a strong, lasting connection. Let's explain the poem Two Mothers remembered stanza by stanza in simple English. Stanza 1, lines 1 to 8, Two mothers, same name. This stanza introduces the idea of the poet having two mothers, even though they are the same person. It emphasizes that these two mothers are different in many ways but are both deeply loved. The first mother is described as the one who gave birth to the poet and helped her grow. Stanza 2, lines 9 to 16, Love and Growing Up. This stanza talks about the love the poet received from her first mother and the important lessons she learned. As the poet got older, it seemed like her mother became younger in some ways, and they shared a close, joyful relationship like mothers and daughters often do. Stanza 3, lines 17 to 24, The Change. This stanza describes a significant change. The mother's mind starts to have problems, and the poet realizes that the mother she knew is fading away. The mother changes into someone different, almost like a stranger, but still looks the same physically. Stanza 4, lines 25 to 32, Roles Reversed. Here, the poet explains that her mother has become like a child, and the poet now has to be the strong one. The roles have reversed. The poet, her mother as she was, and her mother as she is now are described as completing a circle. Stanza 5, lines 33 to 38, Advice to her children. In the final stanza, the poet speaks to her own children. She tells them that if she goes through the same changes her mother did, she wants them to treat her with the same love and care that she gave to both of her mothers. She emphasizes the enduring power of a mother's love. Post-reading question. Question asks who has a bigger effect on a student, parents or friends. It's a tricky question because both are important. Think of it like this. Parents, like strong roots of a tree. They give you a base, teach you right from wrong, give you love and support, and help you grow strong inside. They're there from the very beginning. Friends, like the branches and leaves of the tree. They come along as you grow. They're fun, you learn new things from them, and they help you feel like you belong. So, who is more important? It's hard to say. You need both roots and branches to have a healthy tree. Parents usually have a bigger influence when you're little. They teach you the most important things. As you get older, friends become more important too. You spend more time with them, and they help you figure out who you are. It's not really about more influence. It's about different kinds of influence. Parents give you a strong base, and friends help you branch out and grow. Both are needed. Questions and answers. Q1. How are the two mothers different from each other? Answer. The poem highlights that the two mothers are different in their roles and the poet's relationship with them over time. The first mother is the one who gave birth to the poet, nurtured her, and helped launch her career. The second mother emerges when the first mother's mind begins to fail. She becomes like a child to the poet, requiring care and strength from the poet. So, they are different in their capacities, capable adult versus childlike dependent, and in the direction of care. Q2. What are the similarities between both? Answer. Despite their differences, both mothers are loved by the poet. The poem emphasizes that they share the same name, highlighting their fundamental connection. The poet recognizes both as mine, stressing the deep bond and love she feels for each of them, regardless of their changing roles. Q3. What did the first mother do to the poet? Answer. The first mother gave birth to the poet, nurtured her, and supported her in launching her career. She provided love, guidance, and set examples for the poet to follow. She was a source of strength and growth. Q4. Who was the poet's second mother? Describe her briefly. Answer. The poet's second mother is the same woman as her first mother, but in a changed state. When her mind becomes clouded, she loses her former capabilities and becomes like a child. She needs care from the poet, who now becomes the stronger one in the relationship. She is described as a stranger dressed in the clothes of my mother, emphasizing the change while acknowledging the underlying continuity. Q5. What is the poet's advice to her own children? Answer. The poet advises her own children to show the same love and care for her, when she becomes like her mother as she showed for both of her mothers. She asks them to remember the love born of their mothers, implying that this love transcends the changes that may occur. Q6. Who are the three women referred to in the poem? Briefly describe them. Answer. The three women are the poet's mother at two different stages of her life, and the poet herself. The first woman is the poet's mother in her capable adulthood, who gives birth, nurtures, and guides the poet. The second woman is the same mother later in life, when her mind is failing, and she becomes like a child. The third woman is the poet, who is first a daughter and then becomes a caregiver to her mother, completing the circle of life.